Hello students, welcome to the first video of Science Class 8, Chapter 8, Cell Structure and Functions. Students, as you know that there are many living and non-living things around us. Both living and non-living things are made from chemical elements such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. Then, how can one distinguish between living and non-living? The organization of these molecules into cells is one of the most fundamental features that differentiates living things from all other matter. Cells are the building blocks of living matter. A cell is the smallest unit of living matter that can carry out all the life processes. And students, in this chapter, we shall discuss about the structure and the functions of the cell. So let's get started. First, let us understand what is cell. As I have told you that cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of life. Means the structure of the body and the function of the body are depend on the cell. Now let us know about the discovery of cell. Students, did you know that the cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in the year 1665? In the year 1665, Robert Hooke was examining a dried section of cork tree with a crude light microscope, and he observed that small chambers, one on top of others. He named them as cells, and another scientist named Anton von Leeuwenhoek in the year 1670 described cells after studying a drop of pond water, and years later, as microscopes improved, other biologists were able to continue the work on Hooke and Leeuwenhoek, learning more about cells. And students, now let us understand what is cell theory. Cell theory was first proposed by German botanist M.J. Selden and the German physiologist Theodor Schwann in 1838. Finally, it was formalized by the German researcher Rudolf Virchow in 1858, and in its modern form, the cell theory has four basic parts. First is, the cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life, means all organisms are composed of cells. And second, all cells are produced by the division of pre-existing cells. In other words, through reproduction. Third, all basic chemical and physiological functions, for example, repair, growth, movement, are carried out inside cells. And fourth, the activities of cells depend on the activities of subcellular structures called cell organelles within the cell. Now let us understand the cell, basic unit of life. Why the cell is called basic unit of life? Students, as you know that cells are the fundamental unit of all living beings. As a wall is made up of bricks, all the living beings are made up of cells. Different organisms may made up of a single cell or many cells. Some organisms like amoeba made up of only one cell which perform all the life processes, and such organisms are called unicellular. And most of the organisms are multicellular, that is, they are made up of many cells. In multicellular organisms, cells are the lowest level of organization. Many similar cells join together to form tissue, and similar tissue join together to form organ, and many organs join together to form an organ system which performs a specific function. For example, each organ in the digestive system performs different functions such as digestion, assimilation and absorption. Similarly, different organs of a plant perform specific functions. For example, roots help in the absorption of water and minerals, stem transports them, and leaves synthesize food for the plants. And finally, many organ systems make up an organism. Thus, we can understand that cells are the basic structural units in living organisms. Now, let us revise what we have learned today. Question 1. Majority of cells cannot be seen directly with our naked eyes because option A. Organisms are generally unicellular. B. Cells are microscopic. C. Cells are present only inside the body. D. cells are grouped into tissues. And the right answer is B. Cells are microscopic. Question 2. The instrument used to observe cells is A. Barometer, B. Microscope, C. Telescope, D. Periscope. The right answer is B. Microscope. Question 3. Which of the following scientists discovered the cell in cork slices? A. Louis Pasteur, B. Anton von Leeuwenhoek, C. Carl Linnaeus, D. Robert Hooke. The right answer is D. Robert Hooke. Practice makes perfect. Students, it's time to practice. And your practice homework are on your screen. We will be present soon with the next video of this chapter. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.